All right, so I was just going over my gap screener. And there's quite a lot of things that are gapping up this morning because of the immediate earnings that are driving the market to the upside. Over 130 stocks that are gapping up 5% and above this morning. It's not that precise, but still. Majority of them of these are just going down and then gapping up, right? So it's not something we're interested in. But there's some good ones, like which one was it? PSIX, I think. It's in the watch list. Yeah, it's not bad. It kind of broke out here, I guess. Either this day or this day, but it's something we can still look at today. What about all right, so this. It's looking pretty good for this morning. Again, if you guys read the strategy, when the 10 SMA is on the 20 on the SPY daily chart, if you want to be conservative and if you don't want to trade at all, it's completely fine. You can still trade, right? For sure. And I recommend still trading, obviously low risk and being very selective. But if you don't trade, you just don't get experience within this market. So it's good on the short term if you want to protect your capital. But on the long term, if you plan on trading for a long period of time, for example, a couple of years, it is very valuable experience that you will that you will need to learn about how to trade this market, how stocks are reacting, how things are doing, how things are adapting. Like you need to adapt to these conditions, and if you don't trade them, well, you never know. You'll never know them. But as long as you protect your risk, as you're conservative, you'll be fine. I'll send my focus list in the Discord right now. This. All right. What about this? No. So there's 5 stocks basically that we're focusing on today. Is it 5? No, it's not. It's not 5. It's 6. 6 stocks. All right, so I'll put some alerts, some early alerts, just to get some focus going on. This we don't really need an alert, I guess. At least for now. This I'd be interested above, I guess above here, 486. There we go. SNDK, I guess above here, 260.63. This one, yeah, I guess above 1094. This, I guess, above here. Like, there's a lot of these stocks that are pretty weird looking. So, very, very high chance we just pass on them. But I mean, I put up some nerds just in case. I mean, they really want to go, and I don't see them. This is probably the best one. All right, so market is opening in 5 seconds. Hope you guys are ready. Let's get right into it. Let's go. So market is open. Growl is going. Did you guys hear that? Alert. I think it was pretty loud. So growl. XTI. Cool. This looks pretty good. Oh, what did I do? 1 sec. All right, there we go. Should be fine like that. And what about this? All right. So growl this morning looks pretty good. Maybe TSCM. XTI very low volume. Maybe BW. I guess maybe BW. Obviously waiting on 5-minute confirmation for any entry. In these conditions, it's not even a question. There is no 1-minute entry in these conditions. So BW. Right, so these two are my focus for right now. Maybe this. Bro, it was so delayed, like a minute too late. We have pretty good size on this if we end up taking this. What about this? Good size as well. Yeah, that would be good size. It's only a minute to go before we start looking for confirmations. Let's see. What about GSAT? I mean, it looks pretty good. Kind of building another range here, so it's. I mean, if it holds and then breaks out, that's perfect. It's exactly what I want. So looks like Growl might be going more than BW. This XTI, I guess it's going. So, all right, so Growl 94.57. I'd take this with a 1/4% if it goes. Let's see. Oh, oops. There we go. Maybe it wants to go right now. Would not be mad about it. All right, so it's going. Volume is all right. It's not. I mean, for the beginning of the day, it's high. So I'll take this with a 1/4%. I'm taking it right now, and then I'll send out the alert. A bit less than a 1/4%, actually. Stop loss at the low of the day, as always. All right. There we go. So this. This might confirm pretty much right now or very soon, but not sure about it. Growl looks pretty good for now. As long as it holds, that's perfect. When we're earning on this, it was pretty here, I guess. Okay. Makes sense. So BW just confirmed. Do I take this or do I not take this? I mean, volume is pretty high, especially right now. No, I guess I'll skip this just because of the range. Not a fan of the range. Technically. Yeah. I wish it was longer though. But we don't want to rush into anything. Took Growl today, which was obviously a better range, better looking stock. We have this already. We have basically two positions right now. This one is risk free, and this one we just took. This could be an entry today, but I'm personally skipping this. If you guys want to take it, feel free to do it. I wouldn't risk more than a 1/4% of my account into this. Volume is not bad at all compared to the previous days. Look at this. Very high volume already. Um, but the consolidation period is just too short. I'd say it's too short. It's making lower lows here. I guess here it's higher lows, but this day is pretty weird. This day again, this huge day I just kind of reversed. Was it earnings? November 4? No. Earning was here, I guess. Yeah. This was earnings. Okay. So no, I'll be skipping this, but it would be a justified entry for sure. If you guys are more aggressive, or if you want to be more aggressive, you can take that. Increase your risk when this sector by a 1/4%. Get a bit, get a bit of exposure. This I'm liking. Very good. Very good looking for the market. Back above its 10 SMA now, which is perfect. As long, I mean, it needs to go above its 20 SMA now, but one thing at a time for sure. GSAT up over 3.5% almost today. So how much am I up today? Well, for now. Obviously, it's very early, but about 0.3%. Again, these are very low risk positions, so they don't move my account much. But when they stop out, I don't get stopped out of a lot of money. And this is the exact mindset you need in these market conditions. Look at this. Market has just been going down from highs to lows here, I guess. 5% drawdown in, was it like 3 weeks? Yeah, around 3 weeks. And yeah, despite these market conditions, you still need a trade, in my opinion. Obviously, now it's kind of different because the 10 is under the 20, but I guess here, it was well above it. Here, just when a huge drawdown, stocks were faking out a lot. You still need a trade because the more you trade, good things, I'd say, the more you learn. And then if you don't learn, well, or if you don't trade, then you don't learn. Or you try to learn off someone else, like me, for example, which is not a bad thing, but you need to practice for yourself. Like, for example, if you play basketball, you just look at NBA players. Of course, you'll learn some moves, but will you be able to do them, to perfect them if you don't try them by yourself? Probably not. It's the exact same thing for trading. It's the exact same thing for anything, pretty much in life. But trading is one of them. So you need to try. You need to take some risk. You need to take some trades. And if you don't, well, it just will be a lot longer unless it will be a lot longer for your learning curve, let's say. Sorry, guys. A bit tired in the morning these days. November is pretty hard in Montreal. There's not a lot of sun. there's snows outside. Like right now, it's not snowing, but BW, yeah, BW looks pretty good. Like I said, it confirmed on the 5 minute. But I'm skipping this. Like it confirmed right here. I personally skipped it. Volume is good, even better than it was earlier. But um, I don't like the consolidation period. It is pretty short. It's not well aligned. I guess here it is aligned with these two. Yeah, exactly. It's not a bad entry. It's not a bad entry at all. I'm just personally skipping it, but it is justified as an entry. I just don't want more exposure in the market right now. I have these two positions, which I'm okay with, but this looks very good actually for now. For sure, no worries. This is not moving much. I mean, look at this volume. There's basically no volume at all. This would have been pretty good. Semi range again. It's pretty short, but what about yeah, quick sell off on Nvidia, but I guess nothing major. Obviously high volume because of, I mean, it's earnings, but wow. What is this? Is it biotech? No, not even a biotech. I guess it's earnings, but pretty weird. Huge gainer. I guess this broke out, but it's just, I mean, it's weird looking. It is strong though. Not worth the attention. This has some potential. I guess this and then good high lows. Pretty good looking. Doing good. Growl's doing very, very good right now. BW as well, if you guys took that. I know Rick, you did. Looks very good right now. And then GSAT as well, I guess. But this needs to break out. I guess this range. If it breaks out of this, very good. And I do think we're quite heavy into this right now, right? Like obviously we're risk free, but we have pretty good size on this still. Um okay, not so bad. Not so bad. Syndicate might want to try its 20 SMA now. It was pretty strong. I mean, it's building sort of a range, I guess, here, but it's not that beautiful. It is very strong though. Very, very strong. So if it bounces, build a better looking range, I'd be very interested in that. What about AMD? How was AMD looking this morning? I guess Nvidia helped a bit, but it's just, I mean, it broke down. What about this? Wow, what a reversal. It was very, very low here and then just reversed, I guess. TTI. I'll move this higher. Starting to look pretty good, but we need some time. Oops. This. Looks pretty good. What is this? Oh, they got a split. Volume is low. Look at this range. I guess from here, it doesn't quite align perfectly off these lows. But these highs are looking pretty good, I'd say. I guess here, whatever you want to align them with on the hourly, it probably looks better. I guess so. Yeah, BW is a very, very well justified entry. I just personally skipped it because, again, the exposure went in this market. It's very possible that the one I took, Growl, for example, stop us out, and then this one, the one that I skipped, just goes because, I mean, it's a risk with skipping, purposely skipping positions, especially in choppy market conditions. For example, in a good market, when, maybe back here or so, around this sort of run that we had, I would have took both for sure. But right now we need to be a bit more selective. This one broke out earlier. I like the volume is already around 30% of his average daily volume. This one is at a bit lower, around 20 or so percent of its average daily volume. So it's not that much of a difference. This one is up more though. But entry was, I guess, here. So it's up 3% or so since entry. This one is up like 1%. It peaked a bit higher. Now it's pulling back a bit, which is totally normal. Yeah. This, I'm surprised it just isn't moving. All right, so SNDK tried its 20 SMA right after I said it. Bounced a bit. I hope it just stays like that to recover. Doesn't get under its 20 SMA, but we could be surprised. I'll shoot a YouTube video today for this weekend. I guess it will be posted. It will be about what's that? look up my notes. I made a plan for this video already. It will be about the things you like. My last video was about the things that make me sort of not emotionally attached to my trades. This one will be about how or why most traders fail and how you can get out of that sort of cycle, because there's a very high percentage of traders that fail or that quit trading. And it's totally, I mean, it's normal, right? Trading is very, very hard, especially at first, or for outsiders, or for people that get hit with this constant thought of like, traders get rich quick, which is not true. Trading is one of the hardest way to make money online, in my opinion. Well, at first, once you get good at it, once you grow your account, obviously it's quite easy to compound. But at first, for the first, let's say, couple of months, maybe years, it is very hard. But it is also a lifelong skill that you can get, or that you can learn and just apply to your entire life. If you're in this at 30 years old, the right way, well, you'd probably be able to still do that at like 60 years old or whatever it is. And over 30 years, if you trade every single year, refine your system over time and practice and just keep getting some experience, you'll probably make a lot of money, a lot of money. And there's people that have done this. For example, Warren Buffett, for example, he makes 30% a year on average, compounded over what, like 50 years, I guess. And he went for like from like a couple $100,000 to now a couple, I guess 100 billion or so. I don't know exactly how much he's worth, but it's just compound effect of 30% per year for around 50 years or so. It's the exact same thing for traders. He's sort of a swing trading, not swing trading, but like swing investor. So he invests, but he don't just hold. He makes some transactions. He's kind of an active or so investor, not that active, not as active as us. Um, but yeah, you don't just buy and hold, right? He made some transactions based on the market conditions, based on his exposure and all of that. It's just kind of different. Um, it's more it's more passive than us, and that's why his return is around 30% or so averaged out. And it is still very good because of the size of his portfolio and his fund. Berkshire, I think, has like $1 trillion fund, whatever it is. And obviously, with that amount of money, it's very hard to make a lot of money because there's a lot of liquidity issues. Like even a couple $1 million portfolio, we start to have liquidity issues. So can you imagine with like $1 trillion portfolio? Or, I mean, it's not his, right? He manages it, but still. But yeah, basically, the I'll film is like how you can. I mean, first of all, why people quit, why people, I guess, fail or lose money, the things that they do in common, or the things that they think about trading, the way they see trading, whatever it is. And once I explain that, once I explain what they do, what they think about, everything basically you should not do, I'll also explain how to not do that and how to correct these things, how to overcome these thoughts or whatever it is. So I guess it's another video about psychology. I guess these video people like them quite a lot because it's one of the hardest things to master in trading. I could do like 100 videos about, I guess, technical analysis, taking trades. If you don't have the right psychology, it will be very hard to succeed in trading. Obviously, it takes time to master your psychology, but videos like these usually help if you apply the things that I say. Obviously, if you don't, you just look at the video and like, all right, I'll look at this and my psychology will be okay, and I'll stop worrying about my emotions. Not, I mean, it doesn't exactly work like that. You have to put some effort yourself, and you have to really believe it, right? If you just look at a video and hope it's going to correct everything you did wrong, no, you have to really truly believe it. You have to be obsessed with this, um, And I know it sounds pretty weird, but if you're obsessed with the process, if you wholeheartedly put your all into it for however long it takes, you're gonna make it for sure. And trust me, I see you guys' um, evolution, or I guess progression, over the past couple of months, and it's something that I truly am proud of for you. I'm proud of this for you because I see that you, even if you don't see it, I see that the sort of questions you've been asking, or the setups that you're, you know, oh, I'm looking at this setup. Is it good? The setups become better and better. The questions that you ask become more focused, become more. You truly think about this more. You understand where we're going and where we come from, the way we trade, the way we're supposed to look at things. So I really see that when you guys ask me questions. This is also why I like answering these questions. I like people asking questions because I can see your progression, I guess. So it is, in general, I'd say this is going very well for, I guess, everyone that's putting in effort. And I know who's been putting in effort. I know who's not putting in any effort. Obviously, guys that come to live trading or like weekly meetings, it is, it's a it's a huge advantage because you have this time with me. I know live trading. You don't directly talk with me. Like, I just talk to myself or to you guys in the chat. But the weekly meetings, you guys can just unmute, ask me questions. This is fire. I like this format as well. And yeah, I guess the market might want to test this 20 SMA today. There's not much left to go. Like, yeah, 1/4% to go. Grout pulled back, but now it's looking pretty good. BW is looking pretty good as well. Might pull back around here, sort of slowing down, which is, again, it's normal. It broke out, had a lot of volume at open. Now it's slowing down a bit. GSAT still in its range, so as long as it doesn't stop us out or closes under its 10 SMA on the daily chart, we're fine. We'll keep this. We'll run to profits here. I think we're I'll look just to be sure, but I think we're like, yeah, almost 10% into profits. So if it stops us out here, it's a winning trade, right? This might confirm, or maybe it did already. Did it confirm? Not exactly. But I'll be skipping this if you guys were asking about this. There's just no real volume. There was volume here. It's kind of average for now. I guess except this first 5 minute. But it's just been sort of slower today. So I would skip that. I already have these two. This one I would have took before TSEM, just because of the momentum, the volume that it's been getting, the way that it's been acting and reacting to this, I guess, market open. This would be an entry for me way before this. Even if this range, in my opinion, looks better, this is behaving more like we prefer, or like we want. This BBI 9%. Wow. Lemonade, pretty good. Had some sort of range here. It's not, technically it is a breakout, but it's not the range that we are looking at. This, again, pretty similar to Lemonade if you really think about it. This one is stronger, a lot stronger though. All right, so I guess unless you guys have any questions, any setups to shoot quickly before I hop off, that will be pretty much it for today. Pretty much everything I want to talk about or to look at. And I hope you guys, enjoy that. I think it's our first trade this week. Corral. I'm not sure. One sec. Is our first trade? Yeah, it's our first trade this week, and it was our last trade as well. We bought Corral here of earnings, kind of broke out of, I guess, this range. Looked a lot better on the hourly chart though, but this day and quickly reversed. Um, I did that live as well, but now it looks a lot better. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or setups you might be looking at, let me know in the chat. If not, I'll quickly hop off and I'll be active for the rest of the day. Obviously, as always, basically. All right, we're good. Perfect. So I'll see you guys in the Discord and have a good rest of your day. Ciao, guys.